This is Vet Tales, the story of the world's only sailing veterinary clinic. Last episode, we returned to La Paz after our week-long expedition to provide veterinary services to the remote villages of San Evaristo and Isla Coyote. This week, for something different, we head into the desert to help a newly opened rescue centre, Cerritos Beach Dogs. You might be wondering why I'm standing in the desert dressed in tiny puppies, and it's because we are currently in Playa Los Cerritos, which is on the west side of Baja Sur, so opposite to kind of where La Paz is, and we're here working with a newly opened dog rescue centre. So they needed some help, and we were in the right area and decided to come out here and help them, so that's really cool. For those of you that may follow Eamon and Beck, they're quite big van lifers. They helped to open this place 2 months ago. They're not here now, but it's being run by some Argentinian people, and another local guy partly owns it, but it's really new. They've only been open 2 months and they're doing a really great job. But basically having a vet here to help them work out things like their vaccination protocols, cleaning protocols, what to do with quarantining puppies when they enter and you need to keep them away from other puppies, all those little things. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. Running a rescue center is really, requires a lot of strict protocol adherence to make sure that disease outbreaks don't occur, because unfortunately there is parvovirus in this area. It's very contagious. They actually had a couple of puppies get it. They actually were brought in and probably already had it. And so then they got very worried about how that might spread throughout, and they did a very good job containing it, but would like to have some more rules in place to try and make sure it doesn't happen and it doesn't spread to other puppies and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's been really good, really nice meeting them and really fun working with them. We are off to visit Cerritos Beach Dogs, a new rescue centre here in Playa Cerritos. Cerritos Beach Dogs is a non-profit dog rescue centre, but also has an attached coffee shop which helps to raise funding for their work. It also allows people to visit the puppies over a cuppa and learn more about the important work that they do. Our first day at the centre was mostly a meet and greet with the humans and the dogs. We gave all of the dogs quick checkovers, but the team works closely with local veterinarians, so all of the dogs were already up to date with their preventative care and generally in good health. We were shown around the facility, and the team told us more about the kinds of things we could help with. La da da da.
Unos días pasaba, no sé si era porque estaba.
Muy bien.
¿También?
¿Y este es bueno para los manos también?
Sí.
Muy bien.
Sí, es más que todo para matar el parvo, que es lo que más miedo le tenemos.
Ven. No, mira.
Alright, we are here at Cerritos Beach Dogs, which is a newly opened rescue centre for dogs here in Cerritos. We were here yesterday and just kind of had a look around and met everybody and found out what we could do to help them. And then today we're going to work on a bit of stuff with their protocols, just kind of talking about when to vaccinate, when to worm, and different pre-cleaning protocols, and going to try help them get it all written up since they're very newly opened and have been very busy already, as you can see, because there's lots of puppies here, isn't there? And they've already had a lot of successful adoptions too, which is great.
I'm up for adoption. Adopt me.
The puppy playpen is open to the public, so people can meet the puppies available for adoption, but only after strict hand washing and a spray down of your boots to keep the puppies protected from outside illnesses. Alright, so this is the puppy playpen, and this is all the puppies that are ready for adoption or available for adoption. So these guys are all healthy, have been wormed, and have started their vaccine course, so they're not in as strict of quarantine as some of the other younger puppies might be. Hey, Bubba! Being a veterinarian isn't all puppy cuddles and epic surgeries. There's also a lot of research and record keeping, as best practices and laws surrounding animal care change regularly, particularly when it comes to inter-country travel.
Oh, they're getting stuff to take your stitches out. You want to help us?
Good girl. Does she have a tick or something?
Take her stitches out.
I was just going to take her stitches out for her, and then getting a bit Although the dogs here regularly see the vet, we removed some sutures to save them a trip. If only all of my patients were so well behaved.
I wish all my patients were so well behaved. It would be so easy.
Ellos tienen síntomas en 5 años. So we are just in the nearby town of Todos Santos. It's a much larger town than Cerritos. So a lot of people live here, and then Cerritos is kind of a smaller suburb about 15 minutes away. But it's a very cool, hip, artsy town. So we'll get a little footage for you guys to see in case you ever visit. Potentially famous song is based on this, potentially not. They will not clarify, apparently. A bunch of roof dogs in the setting sun.
Hey, puppies up there.
Heading in for our last day at Cerritos Beach Dogs. The main goal for today is just finalizing all the protocols we've written for them and running it by the staff to make sure that it's all going to work exactly how they'd like it to. And yeah, it's going to be good. lot of work went on behind the scenes over these days. But because me writing protocols on the computer doesn't make for great YouTube, we decided not to film it. So we just went through all of the protocols and they're all looking good. There was a few little changes just to better suit how they do things here. And now we're just gonna check one of the dogs, Tofu. She came in and was in really, really bad shape when she arrived here. She had really bad mites and basically her skin was in terrible shape. She's doing a lot better, as you can see, and we're gonna see if her skin looks good enough to have her desexed so she can have babies.
Hey, ya está listo para bebés, ¿ah? ¿Está listo para bebés? ¿Para ver tu piel? Porque, ¿sabes?
Ahí sí, su piel aquí está bueno.
¿Días? Hola.
Tofu was severely undernourished and had mange, which is a parasitic mite infection, when she was first rescued. So I'm just checking it. She's been on long-term treatments and has made great improvements, but the team was keen to get her spayed soon to reduce the risk of pregnancy. The skin on her belly was looking good and we deemed her fit for the surgery. We also discussed ongoing skin maintenance to help continue her on this good healing path.
Sí, parece una rama de árbol.
Ajá. Normalmente este también es una infección.
Los puntos se absorben.
With Tofu all done, Augustina had a few questions about the other dogs and puppies, but all in all, everyone was very healthy and very happy.
Sí.
Poco a poco su piel está importante.
Sí. Porque le había... No me acuerdo en qué situación los agarró.
En lo pasado yo tuve un perro que mira mucho como ustedes, como un tigre.
Sí, sí, qué bonito.
Alright, our time is up with Cerritos Beach Dogs. They do an absolutely amazing job here. They are rescuing the puppies. They've got plans to do spay and neuter campaigns in the future as well to help the community and help reduce the population of stray dogs in the area. And for a new rescue centre that's just opened, they've only been open 2 months, they already have so much of their stuff dialed in and they're just doing a really great job. We're really happy though we were able to help them with a few things like, you know, different ages to vaccinate the puppies, worming protocols and flea and tick protocols that they can be using, and things like if they do have a parvovirus outbreak, which is common in this area, things they can do to mitigate the risk to the other dogs and things like that. So it was, yeah, really great to help out here. If you're ever in the area, be sure to stop by Cerritos Beach Dogs. You can buy a coffee, cuddle a puppy, and it helps save the dogs, so it's really, really cool. Yeah, really stoked we were able to come visit the area. Very chuffed. We had to do 2 runs with all our gear, but we could have almost fit.
You want to play with it? Oh, really? You see it right there?
Yeah.
They've been such little sneakies today.
This one's being all lazy coming over.
Oh my god. This is by far the most interactive they've been for a long time.
Hello, look, I have a pretty love.
Look at him. Oh my god. See him just... Oh, I can hear them. Oh. You hear them every now and then? I almost want to jump in. They're being interactive
They
today.
are. The cuter dolphins are, the higher pitch your voice goes.
Sorry. They come by almost every day. And they come by the boat closely a lot, but that's one of the first times they've been like, hey, look at us. I'm glad I came up on deck.
Old-fashioned stink bath. The water smells kind of like diarrhea.
Because we've been showering on land for a few days, the boat water's sat in the lines and it stinks. So Jim's basically having a good old-fashioned stink shower.
Stink bath.
For that deep stink that every woman desires. Thanks for watching this episode. You can support our work with animals by becoming a patron for lots of extras like live updates. For other ways to help us, check out the description below. Be sure to give this video a like and a subscribe, and check out Cerritos Beach Dogs. Until next episode, stay chuffed everybody.